It's 5:03. Let's call the meeting to order here at the Town Hall in Grafton on August 18th, 2025. The meeting was warned and we have a quorum, yay. So, first order of business is public comment. Do we have any public comment? Okay, so the third thing we have to do is, this is the, biennial reading of the voter checklist, required by law. So what we will do is I will read the entire list one by one. Kim said read it quickly, but I'm not gonna read it quickly. So what we'll do is I'll read it to the best of my ability, because some of the names, I'm not familiar with many of the names. And hopefully among all of us, we will recognize, some of these people. And if you have a challenge, if you have a question, as I'm reading the name, just say that you do, so that we can stop and discuss it. And, okay, does that sound good to everybody? Okay.
What's the challenge here?
Do you want to explain what that
The
is?
challenge is, so if you believe someone is not living here any longer and they're on our checklist, then just speak up. And if you in fact believe they've been moved, that gives me the authority to be able to send them a challenge letter. And that challenge letter is a little card, and it's for them to swear that they still live in this town of Grafton. And they want to remain on the voter checklist. Well, I'm not allowed to do that unless the BCA authorizes me to do that, so we have to do this biannually.
That's good. I should probably had you explain that at the beginning. So that was a good
Can I
question.
have one more question? So the ones that are already challenged and not verified,
There's a couple,
case from,
the not verified just means they would need, they're probably a DMV, so we get downloads from the Department of Motor Vehicles. They may not have, matched the social security properly, or they didn't give people, there's another form that tells me what's not verified.
okay,
They're okay. It's the ones that are already challenged. It means that we've challenged them 2 years ago. Or in the past. Once they've been challenged, 4 years, every 2 consecutive times. Then if they've been challenged both and not answered their challenge, I can legally just remove them. Without the BCA, so.
So it's important to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start at the top. Charlie Acker. David Acker. Claire Adams. Elizabeth Adams. Benjamin Adcroft. Stephen Aiken. Francis Alford. Aaron Anderson.
Yeah.
The challenge, yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob, is it, I would say Arache, I don't know, Arace, I don't know, ARACE. Gail Arbuckle, Caitlin Archambault, Janice Archambault, Jason Archambault, Ken Armstrong, Edward Arnold, Gracie Atwood, Jesse Bacon, Sherry Bacon, Stephanie Bacon, Mariah Barnett, Ashley Bartlett.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Just back up. Last time we discussed Stephanie Bacon, does anybody that's here have any idea whether Stephanie Bacon lives there or not? Is this something you guys would want me to challenge? Cause we did have a question, and discussed it last time.
Yeah, just in case, yeah.
Okay.
Good to know. Joshua Bartlett, Nicholas Bartlett, Sheena Bartlett, Dylan Bate, Samuel Battaglino, Janet Beck, Brian Beaker, was it Beaker? And I have a C next to the name.
Yeah, we had a question
Yeah.
mark that we talked about it the last time we gathered. And we took no action, we just,
Right.
because we didn't have a quorum, but we did just, to past 45 minutes, we went over this. So you guys want me to challenge this one again, because we questioned?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I would say so. Paula Benson, Brad Bernstein, John Bernstein, George Berube, Janice Berube, Tara Blodgett, Hayden Bogart, Darlene Wassano, Marcel Wassano, that's how I say it. Donald Bolton.
I know he can totally be removed, yes.
Catherine Bonk, Tammy Bonk, James Bristol, William Brooks, Matthew Brown, Sherry Brown, John Breyer, Kathleen Breyer, Brendan Bueller, Ferris Bueller, Lynn Bueller, Ralph Bueller, Scott Bueller, Florence Burt, John Buser, Jean Cadell, Jacob Campbell, Sarah Campbell, Dorothy Cannon, Arlene Carey, Ronald Carey, Linda Carta. I see she's challenged, is that right?
Yeah, but she's out of the country,
Right, so we don't do it.
so I
That's
can't.
right. That's
do
right.
that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Military?
No. She's living in the country. Okay. Mary Carta. Janine Haliff or Haliff. Randall Haliff. Ann Chase. Donald Clark. Gary Clark. John Clark. Rebecca Clark. Samantha Clark. Spencer Clark. Mary Clemente. Elizabeth Cole. John Cole. Catherine Conklin. Margaret Conquest Gonzalez. Lindsay Cook. Sarah Cooper. Patrick Cooperman. Lucia Corwin. John Crow. Adam Culver.
We did want to challenge Adam.
Yes.
Yeah.
David Culver. Mary Beth Culver. Robert Culver.
He's also
Right.
moved to Lincoln.
Right. Jeffrey Courier. Amber Cutting. Robin Dale.
I had a question mark on Amber Cotton.
Okay.
Does anybody know her? I just challenge her.
Just challenge her, yeah. Alyssa Dalaba or Dalaba, Lori Danforth, William Danforth, Elise Aquino. I have,
Yeah, I think this is the second time, so I can remove her.
okay. John Deming. Tracy,
Deming,
okay,
I have a question about, I
Mhm.
don't think he's here, he's a resident, Harry's a resident, I think in Massachusetts or.
I've challenged him every year. We've had this biannual, or not every year, biannual, and he always sends his card back saying that he is a resident and intends on.
He's here 6 months in a day?
I don't know, now, there isn't a constitution
Not the
as a
same
time,
thing.
it's the intent
Right.
is what the law says. So they always come back and say, I intend to be there, so I'm on.
Right.
I know,
You don't have to live here 6 months to be a resident?
no, only to pay taxes. And also that he's not voting in Connecticut, so he's allowed
Right.
to vote somewhere. Right.
and you can always, yeah, as long as, a lot of times we can check on another state if you feel that way.
Yeah. Tracy DeShane, Richard DeRozier, Tamara DeVarney, Vance DeWitt, Elizabeth Diebold or Debo, Julie Deers, Michael Dion, Deborah Dixon, Mary Doherty, Charles Dolph, Matthew Dolph, Michelle Dolph, Mary Ann Donald, Robert Donald, Adrienne Donatelli, Donald Dougal, Julie Douglas, Lorraine Douglas, and Rayford Douglas. We
You
had
had
a
a
challenge.
challenge, Rayford.
Amy Downing, Candace Graben, Gerald Graben, Michelle Duford, Olivia Dyson, F. Henry Ellis, Heather Ellis, James Ellis, Matthew Ellis, Patricia Ellis, Mark Evans, David Farmer, Caleb Farrer, Michael Faulkner, Wendy Faulkner, Henry Fader.
You can remove him.
Right,
I can challenge that,
Oh, you have the floor, so I know that for a fact.
that he's been challenged.
Yeah.
But it
You sent him a card over to you.
was it, then I would have to send a second card
Yeah.
this time, which may too, unless he emails me or sends me some sort of notification saying I'm no longer here, that would be great, then I can just remove them.
I have to give you Rick mail it.
Lucy Fader, Mary Fader, Christopher Ferrara, Lynn Field, Michael Field, Peter Filiola, Galen Fisher, Catherine Fisher, Stephen Fisher, Stuart Fisher, Warren Fisher, Rebecca Fletcher Rogers, Charles Flick, Jane Flick, Morgan Flores, Mark Foley, Deborah Franks, John Frenette, Sherry Frenette, Catherine Gabriel, Marilyn Gabriel, Mark Gabriel. Now, this is where I'm not sure, this is still a G, yeah.
Yeah.
Justin Gadd, Chris,
We had a question.
oh, you did have,
Yeah.
you did,
And who, I'm sorry?
Justin Gadd,
Just as that. An Orchard Road.
yeah. Chris Garafa, Elspeth Garcia Dalba, Jason Garcia Dalba, Justin Garcia Dalba, Luis Garcia Dalba, and Stacy Garcia Dalba. We had her,
Yeah,
Stacy. Christopher Gates, Deborah Gervais, Henry Gervais, Tori Gervais, Kathleen Jesse, I don't know how to say it, Cynthia Gibbs, Jason Gibbs, Ronald Gibbs, Rooney Gibbs, Sean Goldsmith, Gilberto Gomez, Jorge Gonzalez, Danielle Goodwin, Kirk Goodwin, Sean Goodwin, James Gorey, Kathleen Gravel, Raymond Green, Heather Gregory, Jamie Gregory, John Gregory, Lucas Gregory, Linda Jo Gregory, Taylor Gregory, Henry Griffith, Angel Gross. I have, do you have that challenge as well?
I do not, if you think so.
Well, the name, I saw it on the thing,
Challenge.
that you've done it before, I guess. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, I've done it before, so, but, yeah.
That's the only reason I
I'll check
said
it
that. Lynn Guggenheim. Carol Hybucky. David Hall. Norlee Hall. Robert Hall. Gabriella Halleck. John Halleck. Kelly Halleck. Paul Halleck. Robert Halleck. Sadie Halleck. William Halleck. Carol Hampshire. James Hampshire. Mark Hansel. Brian Hanson. Joyce Hanson. Nathan Harford. Leith Harmon. Michelle Hartman. Jenner Heseltine.
Yeah.
Challenge.
You guys are okay?
Is that what it was?
Kevin Heseltine. Megan Heseltine. Amy Haven. Margaret Hahn. Erica Hahn. Julie Heath. Karina Hellstrom. Keith Hermes. Melissa, is that eight? Is it an H? I guess higher. Dre Hobbs. William Hoffman. Andrew Hogan. Michael Holmes and Roma Holmes. We said they
Yeah,
moved.
they
right?
moved.
Logan Hood. Caden Hook. Gary Hook. Maxwell Hook. Charles Hooker. Michael House. Clifton Huckins. Catherine Huckins. Matthew Huckins. William Huckins. Lacey Hudson. David Hunt. Stephen Yama.
David Hunter.
David Hunt, yeah, that's another one.
Is that challenge?
Taylor Inesta. Jose Inesta Rodriguez. Rose Isham. Gary Giacomo. Scott Jensen. Tina Jensen. Galen Johnson. And Jean Johnson. Ronnie Johnson. Pamela Johnson Spurlock. Alan Jones, Benjamin Jones, Kelly Jones,
I'd like to, I thought the three lots moved to Chester.
Mhm. No, they're still down here, yeah.
yeah, I thought they were still in. Kelly Jones, Laura Jorstad, Alexander Kane, Paula Kane, Thomas Kane, Wendy Kastner was,
have her
yeah, challenged, yeah. Brent Kaufman, Cheryl Kaufman, Marianne Kearns, William Kearns, Anna Keegan, Stephen Keegan, Demi Keitel, Colby Kelsey, Mindy Kelsey, Robert Kellogg, Aaron Kenyon, Brenda Kenyon, Judith Kenyon, Trayton Kitola, Christopher King,
You guys said.
Yeah. yeah, John King, David Kinney, Susan Kinney, Becky Klopchen, Gerald Knipper, Elizabeth Laird, Tracy Lake, we had Chun,
Places moved.
Rachel Liberté, Nicole Laurel, D. Scott Lawrence, Diana Lawrence, Ethan Lawrence, we had challenge, yeah.
That Washington.
G. Roderick Lawrence, George Lawrence, he also had challenge, yeah, or did you find out?
Actually, he's in Canada,
Oh, so he's another
so I guess
country,
I cannot,
Right.
because that can't be physical.
right, well, maybe not for long. Sharon Lawrence, Jacqueline LeBlanc, Patrick LeBlanc, David Leach, Edna Levin, Florence Lewis, Carol Lind, Mariah Liquay, Ray Lisai, Elise Lyle, Forrest Lyle, we had
We have a
Question,
challenge for
yeah.
him,
Lawrence Lyle, Jean Licks, Randall Lockerbie, William Lockwood. Is that still L? We're still in
Yeah.
L's. Anatole, and I don't, Loisia, I don't know, Lucia, and Phineas Lucia.
It's Louis.
Louis, thank you.
I thought they lived in Amsterdam.
they're out of the country,
They're in another country, yeah.
so they get to stay out.
Yeah. Rachel Levins, Joseph Lupiani, Junel Lupiani, Connor McEachern.
We
We
have,
have a question, yeah.
yeah.
And a student. He's
Connor,
living at home.
he is living.
He is
at home.
living
Right now, I mean, he's going to college somewhere, he just graduated from high school and he's.
Oh, okay, I thought he was older than you.
Okay.
Yeah, we
then-
just,
yeah, I-
got a scholarship.
All right, so
Okay.
then I'm gonna leave him off.
Okay.
So
I think
that's why it's good all of us read.
Yeah,
Deanna McEachern, sorry, Paul McEachern, Edmund Mack, Katie Mack, Kimberly Mack, Patricia Mack, Sarah Mack, Alexander McLean, Eliza McLean, Jessica Marcotte, Heather Marquez, Denise Martin, removed. Yeah. Janet Martin, Joseph Martin, Wendy Martin, Paul Maskell, Christine Mastropietro, Eric Matarazzo, Albert Matt, Margaret Matt, Amanda McDonald, Ryan McGrath, Dana Elizabeth McIntyre, and Dana L. McIntyre.
we challenged them.
Yeah, we had both of them done, yeah. Kelly McNamara, Michael Metis or Metis, Michaela Mellish, Edward Merrill, Edward D. Merrill, Hardy Merrill, Nancy Merrill, Nicholas Merrill, Sharon Merrill, Ashley Metcalf,
We challenged
We
her,
did,
and she
yeah.
was with David.
Christopher Mickler, Michael Middleton, we also questioned, right?
Yeah, is Michael the one that's overseas or not?
Yep.
Yes,
So then we leave him.
okay. I thought he would.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
it's the overseas.
I don't know if he has a US address in DC or it's possible.
foreign service.
but if he's in the services.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so he gets to, yeah.
Ashley Milbauer, Crystal Milbauer, Heidi Milbauer, James R. Milbauer, and James R. Milbauer, James, Robert Milbauer the fourth, Bert Milbauer, McKenna Milbauer, Corinne Miles, Cheryl Miller, Marissa Miller Bennett, Joseph Moffett, Wilder Moffett, Maxwell Molinari, Joseph Montecalvo, Linda Montecalvo, Craig Moore, Maureen Moran, James Morowski, Tyson Morowski, Brian Moretti, Megan Moretti, Melissa Moretti, Dylan Morton, Nicole Morton, Sean Morton, Alice Jessica Mosley, Eniko Mosley, David Mulrath, Kathleen Mulrath, Ryan Murphy, David Naughton, Joseph Neal, Lindsay Neal, Kevin Nehawk, Lisa Nyami Kissel, Barbara Nolan, Stephen Nolan, David Norton, Dana, I can't, I'm missing like a
That was
whole.
their oath.
Oh, thank you, missing my, Osuchi, sorry, Kaylee Osuchi, Kristen Osuchi, not sushi, sorry, Ross Osuchi, Constance Good,
Osgood.
oh, sorry, Osgood, it looks like her real name, Lindsay Osgood. Here we go, I see it now, okay, Penny Osgood, Robert Osgood, William Osgood, Wyatt Osgood. Here we go, Alexander, I don't know how to say it, Patrick, so all of them come off, and Kathleen Patrick. Will we challenge them or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Linnea Palmer, Timothy Palmer, Arthur Park, Chad Parker, Johanna Parker,
Someone said Johanna.
yeah,
Sounds okay.
Margaret Parker, Maureen Parker, Michael Parker, Padraig Parker, he had challenge as well, right?
Yeah.
John Patterson, David Pelland, Sharon Pelland, Hervé Pelletier, Isabel Pelletier, Kristen Perkins, Betsy Perry, Douglas Perry, Amy Phillips, Robert Ears, Serena Pearson, Anna Paulette, Lydia Paulette,
We had a challenge for her, if everybody agrees.
Ronald Paulette, Theophilus Paulette, Grace Plouffe, Joanne Plouffe, Deborah Plummer, Helen Plummer, John Plummer, Joseph Plummer, Catherine Plummer, Elizabeth Polio, Joseph Polio, Austin Powers, Jordan Powers, Linda Preziosi, Sharon Priester, Elizabeth Provo, we have challenge, and Samuel Provo,
Yeah. I.
Dominic Pulitano, Twyla Putnam. Is this still
Yeah, ours.
ours? Thank you. Eric Randlett, Kate Randlett,
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
go back to Pulitano.
Okay,
Dominic hasn't lived there for some time. I think he did move to Ireland, that's right.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Francis Raymond, Sandra Riedler, we have challenge, right?
Yeah.
Ann Record, Colby Record, Kimberly Record, Lisa Record, Maya Record, Rodney Record, Russell Record, Irene Rice, Nancy Richardson, Peter Richardson, Craig Ricketts, Dana Ricketts, Darlene Ricketts, Is this still, I can't do that.
Bill Barr.
Is there, what's the vowel though? Is it Rivas? There's no I there. Joseph Rivas, I guess.
Yeah. Sure.
I just don't have the I there at all. Holly Roberts, Jason Roberts, Linda Robertson, Norman Robertson, Pamela Robinson, Raymond Robinson, Heather Rodriguez, Michael Rodriguez, David Rogers, Sarah Rogers, John Rounds, Ronald Rounds, Chester Rowe, Felicia Rowe, Dorothy Royal, Craig Ruggless,
Dorothy Royal is not in that house.
but she's in a nursing home,
She's in a-
so that counts, yeah.
Yeah, counts, yeah, it counts too.
Craig Ruggless, Kelsey Rushton, Mark Rushton, Samuel Rushton, sorry, Susan Rushton, Terry Russ, Jeffrey Ryan, Alan Sands, Noreen Sands, Kaylee or Callie Santino, Stephen Sargent, John Saroff, Dennis Sharback, Burgess Shem, Neva Shem, sorry, Oliver Shem, Paul Shem, Elon Shem, Zoe Shem, Karen Shepards, John Senecal, Michael Charette, Anita Ciano, Catherine Ciano, Matthew Ciano, Doreen Silva, Theodore Slipczynski, Mark Small, Jeffrey Smith, George Smith, Jacqueline Smith, James Smith, Jason Smith, Joyce Smith, Michelle Smith, Marcel Sobiero, Callie Sprague, Darcy Sprague,
You're being challenged,
yeah,
Darcy.
that's right. Robert Sprague, Tyler Sprague, Cynthia Spurlock, Glenn Spurlock, Patrick Spurlock, Dominic Squires Restino, did we,
No, we wanted to challenge,
Yeah.
and we talked about.
we talked about it, yeah. Shiloh St. Pierre. Is he, was he? Oh,
Dominic is still in draft.
Oh, yes.
But you can, if the board wants to challenge.
Oh, if he's
If he's still
if he's
in here,
we
that's-
will.
He is still on Townsend.
Oh, okay, then it's one less, okay. Shiloh St. Pierre,
No.
Yeah.
Shiloh, is that married to Bobby Culver? Okay, so we would challenge her. It's just the last name was before they were married and didn't recognize.
okay,
Who's that again? Shiloh?
married to Bobby Calder.
Yeah. Not a common name when I just talked for this weekend, so yeah.
Eric Stevens, Michelle Stevens, Nathaniel Stevens, Orson Stevens, Sandra Stevens, Thomas Stevens, Margaret Stewart, Gregory St. Lawrence, Linda St. Lawrence, David Stone, Kevin Sue, Trisha Suriani, Ellen is still S's, right? Espesi,
Now, please.
yeah, down the T's, Katrina Tallman, Joseph Tamarino, Norma Tamarino, Mark Tanzer, Sharon Tanzer, Ann Tarmy, Michael Renzetti, Taranzetti, sorry,
Yeah, and he's a challenge.
okay. Edward Tatro, Elizabeth Tatro, Michelle Tatro, Alan Thomas, Madison Thomas, Sandra Thomas, Scott Thomas, Clayton Thompson, Diane Thompson, Grace Thompson, we have challenge, right? Grace or Mary, which one? Oh, Mary
It's
Thompson.
not Mary's.
Mary's in there.
Okay, that's the one that. Richard Carlisle Thompson, Richard J. Thompson, Emma Thorson, Hannah Thorson, Natalia Thorson, Campion Tilbrook, Phineas Tillman, Deborah Toomey, William Toomey, Thomas Toscano, Andrea Turner, John Turner, Margaret Urban, Christopher Vandermeed, sorry, Julian Vandermeed, Justin View, Dean Vogel, Matthew Vogel, Christopher Wallace, Joan Walsh, Richard Warren,
Joan Walsh.
Joan Walsh, yeah, Joan Walsh, Richard Warren, Sarah Warren, William Watson, Brenda Waysville, Michael Waysville, Crystal Webster, Suzanne Welch, Jessica West Clark, Joseph West Clark, Judith Wexler, Richard Wexler, Holly Whitcomb. Okay.
Back to the Wexlers, I think we should challenge them, I think their place sold.
I think,
No,
yeah,
all
I
of a
think
sudden
it's
it's
two.
clicking on me.
That you- Okay. Holly Whitcomb, Kenneth Whitcomb, Robert Whitcomb. Deborah White, George White, Michael White, Jerry Whitley, Lisa Whitley, David Whitall, Cody Wilbur, Corey Wilbur, Donna Wilbur, James Wilson, Melissa Wilson, Priscilla Wilson, Lila Wilson Bate, Charles Woodman, Dale Wyman, Danny Wyman, Darlene Wyman, Hollis Wyman.
It's deceased.
Yeah. Calvin Wyman, Myron Wyman, Tina Wyman. Are we in the, what letter is this? Sorry, Barbara Zander, Brian Zander, Sarah Urosevich. Is this a Y? I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
have nothing
Yeah,
here. Leo Johannan. And Lori Young, Michael Young. So is it? Do you read, do you read them all out, the ones that we have?
No, because you're just gonna have number 4.
Okay, so you're not gonna review them or anything like that, okay?
No, motion for.
Okay, okay, so entertain a motion to purge or challenge the ones we've mentioned after the reading.
I have one question.
Yes.
Carl Woodman,
He's gone.
is he?
I thought it was come to.
I also,
Woodman. Gone because he moved or he died.
he moved. I think it's the community that was living there in the Woodman house next to the fire station.
Oh, right.
And I have a question on, Sprague. This one was challenged,
Darcy?
why, she moved or something?
Yeah, she's living in Texas River now.
I didn't know that.
So is there a motion to purge or challenge the voters we've mentioned?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any more discussion? Anybody have questions on anybody? Before we take a vote? No? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries. We will go ahead and notify them, right? Are there any other business before we adjourn? Yeah.
Yeah, for the listers, have assessors going out to do a statistical reappraisal. I believe the appointments for their portion of the grievances of the statisticals that they're pulling, they're randomly filling like 28 properties. And of those 28, they have a chance to go through the whole series of grievance. And then once the grievance is heard, they have a series, I believe, of going through the BCA like normally would in June. I'll follow up with them, but there's a possibility there could be some grievances coming up. Probably wouldn't be much worse sometime in September, I would assume. But I'll check further with the listers tomorrow.
And those we try to have like in the evening, right? We don't do them before a select board meeting or anything like that, so.
Right, and there are hearing with an appellant, the whole, whole 9 yards.
School board.
So I would ask that, after last week, that we, if you can't make it to a meeting, please let Kim know, don't, you know. Because if we don't hear from you, we assume you're coming, and it's good, especially if people are coming and testifying and all of that, it's good to have a forum, but we have to have a forum, so. Any other business? Anybody else? Okay, I'll entertain a motion for adjourning, anyone? Okay, at 5:50, thank you, everyone, thank you for coming.